Good morning. So it is Tuesday, I think, of, oh gosh, June. We're already in June, which is why I am going to finish up my July 4th door hanger so that I will be all ready to pop it on my door in the next week or so. But I have some really fun stuff brewing in my brain. I've really been thinking a lot about, I shared with you Casey Hope's group, whatever letter, last week. And I think 8 of y'all signed up to join, which makes me really excited because I know lettering is so hard for so many people, me included. And so it's something I've been practicing a whole lot, and let me see if I can show you. So there's an app called Procreate for the iPad. You have to have, I think it's the iPad Pro because you have to be able to use the pencil. But let me see if I can show you some of the stuff. Like for me, I love to keep my hands busy. So even when I'm watching TV, like my hands are busy. And having my iPad and being able to doodle all the time has just been awesome. And so with Casey's group, I'm going back through the lettering boot camp. I took it last year and it was awesome, but it's like I'm getting so much more the second time around. So anyway, one of the things that I've been doing is my daughter has swim team practice 4 days a week. And I'm sitting at the pool while they're in swim team practice 4 days a week. And I was like, dude, I really want to be creating. I want to be getting better at my craft. I want to be having fun. I love to create. I want to keep my hands busy. So let me show you some of the things that I've done lately on Procreate, which is super awesome. So look, I'm going to struggle showing you this. It's not going to turn. All right, that's really hard to see. But it's basically some bright flowers. You see that? That I hand lettered over. And then, let's see if I can find some more. I did this one, which was super fun. And it's also almost like painting and hand lettering all in one. So it got me thinking, a lot of times we don't want to write on our sign because we're scared it's not going to turn out right. But what if you could do it on your iPad or on your tablet first? You could print out what you've actually lettered and you're happy with, because you can erase on here. You can do all kinds of things. So what if you could actually print out your own lettering and use it as your stencil or your template to letter on your sign? So I'm just wondering, who wants to learn how to do that? Because I am thinking about, I've had so many people when I've posted the Procreate stuff that I've been doing, like, ooh, I want to do that, I want to do that. And I thought, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. It gives you a chance, like, let's say you're lettering for, like, a last name, like the Smith family. Let's say we wanted to write the Smith family. But we don't want to write directly on here because we're afraid we're going to mess it up and we don't want to have to erase a lot. So you do all of your lettering on Procreate. You print it on 8.5 by 11. Then you use carbon paper to transfer your lettering straight to your sign. So if you'd be interested in that, I'm thinking about doing just a really short class. It would be a couple videos showing you how to do it. Let me know if you'd be interested, and I will see if I can't put that together. But it just really got me thinking, like, it would give you the confidence to letter. It would also give you, you could use that over and over again. Heck, you could even letter, save it as a PDF and sell your personal lettering. Let's say you wrote welcome and it was adorable. You can even sell that. You can even sell your own lettering. So if you would be interested in something like that, let me know. Another thing I was thinking about with lettering on door hangers is using fonts and making your own lettering stencils. Canva is an amazing resource, but it's not utilized by door hanger painters nearly as much as it could be to do some of your custom work. And so another option, if you're not good at hand lettering, is to create something in Canva, print it, and then use it the same way. So I'd be happy to show y'all how to do that, do like mini classes, if anyone would be interested. So let me know. Last announcement is we did the kite challenge last month, well, over the course of like 5 weeks, and I showed you how to use a template, what tools you needed to cut and sand and all of that great stuff. And then we painted, and then we did our detail work, and we added our ribbon, and we did our complete door hanger. So I was thinking, let's do one for July 4th. I've got one in my head. I haven't put it on paper yet. But if you'd be interested in that, it's going to be a July 4th project. It's going to be $10 to do it. You'll get a template and a private Facebook group where you can follow along and go all the way from blank wood and a template to a finished door hanger. So if you'd be interested, drop your name below, and as soon as I get all the information together, I can let you know. So let's paint this morning. So I've got this flag, which I've already pre-painted most of it. Red is super transparent, and so it takes several coats. So I had already put red on, but I've got my Deco Art paints this morning. I've got these 3. This is the it's similar to this, but it's thicker, and it is, I don't know how to say that, Pyrrole red, P-Y-R-R-O-L-E red. And I don't know if you saw that when I shake really bad. If it's your first time watching me, you may not know that, but I'm a door hanger that has a trimmer, a door hanger painter that has a trimmer. And so for me, if you're just joining me, make sure you go back and watch the video from the beginning, because one of the ways that I've overcome lettering my own door hangers with a trimmer is using carbon paper, but I really want to letter my own handwriting. And so I talked at the beginning of this video about a class I'm thinking about putting together for anyone who struggles. And you don't have to have a trimmer. You just have to maybe lack the confidence, or want to practice first, or make sure you get it right the first time you're lettering. So if you're interested in perfecting your lettering on your door hangers by creating your own stencils ahead of time, let me know. Okay, friends, so I am going to put one more coat of red on here before I move on to my detail work. Okay, do y'all see? Oh, you can't see that. Okay, look at this. Do you see that paint? You see this was the one I used. It's just so much thicker. If I do the blue paint, let me show you what that looks like. If I show you the blue paint, good morning, Casey. Okay, if I do the blue paint, you can see it just, I don't know, spreads out. But this red, it stayed in like a big bubble. That's because it's a lot thicker. So I'm going to use a coat of red, and then we're going to do blue. I've got my paintbrushes. Oh, friends, so I was at Dollar Tree yesterday. Good morning, Debbie. I'm so glad to see you on this morning. Everybody say hi. Like, let's talk this morning. I see I've got like 18 of y'all on, but I'm not sure who's on because my iPad doesn't tell me. So I wanted to say though, these are my favorite water cups because they're strong enough. They're not like solo cups where they'll just tip over if you have too many paintbrushes. And this time of year, normally Dollar Tree has these 2 or 3 for $1, and they're stacked up. And I have them in like 3 or 4 different colors. But anyway, so if you're out and about, check the next few weeks, check your Dollar Tree and see if they have them, because these are awesome. And then microfiber towels, you know, that's what I always like to dry my brushes with before I use them. So, guys, my trimmer's going this morning. Woohoo! Okay, so let's paint. Let's put, and So, you know, we have the virtual paint party where we paint in our pajamas or in whatever you want to paint in. This morning, I'm not going to lie. I got up, put my makeup on, fixed my hair, and left my pajamas on. Because my husband works for Fanatics. See that? And no, I'm not advertising for them. I'm just saying that's why I have on this big Fan Focus Fanatic shirt this morning. They have an employee sale a couple times a year, and anything they either misprinted or overstocked. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Debbie. They will sell to the employees for dirt cheap. And so my husband brought this huge bag home, like he always does, of product. And come here, Sam. Come here. And they had these shirts in there, and he had like 6 of them. And I thought, why in the world did he bring home 6 of the same shirt? Until I felt the shirt. And honestly, I've never felt a shirt so soft in my whole life. Fanatics had some last year that he brought home. Same thing. He brought like 6 of them home. And I fell in love with them. Well, these are even softer than those. This is Sam. She said hi, Sam. He was down at my feet saying, Mom, pick me up. Pick me up. So, say hi. If anybody out there is Harry Potter fans, he has Dobby's eyes. And my sister found him on the side of the road in Texas, and I brought him all the way back to Ohio with me. Fell in love with this little puppy. But it's funny because my sister's not a Harry Potter fan, so she didn't name him Dobby. But good morning, Lori. But my husband and I, we always laugh. We're like, he has the wrong name. It's not Sammy. It should be Dobby. But he is the sweetest dog in the world. Sweetest dog in the world. But he does have to wear a diaper because he gets excited and pees everywhere. So, all right, I got to put you down. I got to paint. So we're painting the flag this morning. If you just joined in, please, please, please go back and watch from the beginning because I've got some fun things I would like to teach all this summer. But before I create the mini courses, I want to make sure that it's something that you want. So let me know. I was thinking about teaching you how to use technology to hand letter your signs. Thank you, Lori. Yes, he is precious. Good morning, Mary. Mary Ann, sorry. Yes, he is precious. He's down at my feet going, Mom, pick me back up. Okay, so I freehanded this sign, but you can obviously draw on it. Uh-oh, I got a little bit of red on my white. I'm just going back and putting one more coat of paint on, there we go. One more coat of paint on this red. And now I'm going to put some white on here because I got some red on my white. Just trying to make it so it's not so see-through. This wood that I used, you could really see the grain. And so I was trying to cover that up. So this morning I'm using DecoArt Premium. And it is so much thicker. A golden retriever named Layla. Nice. We have 2 others. We have a Libby dog and a Roscoe dog. I think I've shown y'all Roscoe before. He's like, he got a haircut though. He looks so stinking cute right now. He is like 4 pounds, dripping wet. I mean, he's just the smallest little thing. But he's usually a fuzz ball, like a little ball, huge ball of fur. But right now, he got his summer cut. Oh my gosh, he looks hilarious. Good morning, Rhea. Okay. So we are gonna do, if y'all want to, a 4th of July project. It will be kind of like the kite from start to finish. We'll do it together. We'll go from template to door hanger. So you'll get to practice your jigsaw skills. If you did not get brave enough last month when I showed you all how to use the jigsaw and cut your own signs, if you didn't get brave enough to do it, I would love, love, love for you to take the plunge. It's so empowering, cutting your first line. Like, there's really nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. So I would love to see some of you ladies It's just a confidence builder. It really makes you, I don't know, there's something about cutting wood yourself that makes you feel like a superhero. Not gonna lie. Yep, kind of like a superhero. I cut this, I did this all by myself. Okay, so I'm putting this last coat of red on my door hanger. And then I'm going to sit here and show y'all a trick for lettering on your door hanger and practicing before you actually get onto the door hanger. Okay. Lori, you should, oh, your hubby works at Hobby Lobby? Shut the front door. I would be in so much trouble. So much trouble. My husband came home one day and he was like, hey, I had a recruiter call me and they were from a company called Ultra, and I told him I'd never heard of it, and they said, well, I bet your wife has. It was Ulta. It was the makeup. And I go, dude, you know how much money you would save if you went to work there and you got a discount? I thought it was so funny though. He's like, Ultra? I'm like, no, it's Ulta. So anyway, we're happy where he's at. But thought that was funny. I was like, oh, that would be such a great perk. Not for him, because he likes coming home with jerseys and all that sports stuff. But for me, I'd prefer it if he came home with discounts on makeup and cosmetics and all that great stuff. Okay, so I put my coat of red to show y'all. It's bright and fun. So I'm going to touch up my white just because I messed up a little bit. Oh. And then we are going to move on to the details. What did I get on my paint? There's something in my paint, or on my paintbrush. Alright, so I messed up and went over the line here, so I'm loading my paintbrush and I'm going slow. Load and go slow. Margie, today I am using DecoArt Premium red and white, and I'm using this is a blue. It's called True Blue by DecoArt. Let me put that right there. So those are the paints that I'm using this morning. I do use acrylic paints. Sometimes I use different brands, but I really like the DecoArt brand. They cover really well. So I'm just going over this. I got some red on my white, which is not a great thing. And honestly, probably no one's going to see it but me, but I'm going to try to cover it up anyway. And you're welcome, Margie. You're very welcome. Okay, I need to let that dry just a little bit, then we're going to do it one more time. I think I will put another coat on my blue. Do you prime prior? No, I do not usually prime. Orange, yellow, red. If those are usually very transparent colors. And so I will tell you my secret is for those three colors, my first coat is mixed about half and half with white. And that way the first coat covers my wood better. And then after that I usually do two more coats of the solid color, so of the red, yellow, or orange. Alright, I'm just going to put a quick coat of this True Blue over here. This is a little bit brighter than what I had originally painted. It was a little bit more of a navy. So let me go over this. So to get our detailed, our sharp lines, we load our brush on one side and we go slow. So load and go slow. And then I can't wait. I'm excited to show y'all what's next. I'm excited. It's going to be so fun. Now, I think I want to put Some Gave All on this sign. What do you think? Could do Some Gave All, like follow the flag, waving. You like that? Okay, I saw some hearts, so hopefully you like that. So if you are interested in doing the 4th of July project with me, I missed the beginning. Oh, okay, Lori, so I had pre-painted this. I was at the studio one night doing a party, and while I was waiting for everybody to paint, I had pre-painted most of this. No, I did not do the white first. I literally, freehand this or laser design. Okay, so I literally just painted. You can draw on it first. I did white, red, white, red, white, red, and blue. So no, I did not paint the whole thing white first. Margie says, will you freehand this or will it be a lasered design? For, are you talking about for the 4th of July project? It's going to be a template that you'll print out. It's in my head right now. I've got to get it on paper. And what you'll do is, it's a $10 challenge. You'll go into a Facebook group. You'll get the template to cut your own door hanger, and then we're going to paint it all together. Oh, for the writing, no, I don't laser my writing. All of my writing is either done by stencil, like, and when I say stencil, this is what I mean. It's either done like this, which, if you go back to the beginning, I had actually asked, would anyone like for me to teach you how to do this, how to make your own of these? So it will be, I'm actually going to do something different today for my writing. I'm going to show you a way to practice before you actually touch your sign so that you can make sure it looks the way you want it to look. Okay, I think I'm going to do one more little coat of white, and then we are going to move on to, we're going to move the board out of the way, and we're going to letter. I've got just this one spot that went over, and I'm having trouble covering it up. Red is super hard to cover up. I think we're just going to have to leave it. Yep, it's just going to be one of those little imperfections. Thank you. Hey, did you get your package yet? Did you get your package in the mail that I shipped out last week? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. It makes me excited. Good morning, Kelly. Okay, so we are doing, when is the class? So Lori, the class is in my head right now. Thank you so much, Kelly. Yes, I love 4th of July decor too. So the class is in my head right now, but it was one of those things, like, I call them God nudges. Like, hey guys, let's do this. Let's empower some women to cut their own door hangers and paint. I'm hoping to start it in the next couple of weeks so that you have your sign up by 4th of July. Hey, you're late. That's okay. That's okay. You're not late. This video will actually be posted in on the group, and you can rewatch it. I talked about some fun stuff at the beginning. I want to teach y'all. I want to do 2 mini classes. I want to teach you to do this. Make your own printables. Decorate the picture. Nice, Lori. So I want to teach you to do this. Make your own printables that you can use with tracing paper, because if some of you, either you lack confidence or you have a tremor like me, lettering is hard. It's hard. It's the hardest part of my signs. It's the part that gives me anxiety because I've painted this and it looks so pretty and I don't want to mess it up. So I talked in the beginning about, I want to do 2 mini classes. I want to do one showing you how to create your own printables from fonts. And then I want to do another one showing you how to create your own printables from your hand lettering. But here's the thing. You get to practice first. You get to make it exactly like you want it. And then you can print it and use it over and over and over again. So those are 2 mini classes that I would love to do, but I want to make sure there's interest in that. you want to learn that. Which one? Do you want to learn to make your own printables like this, or to make your own hand lettered printables? So let me grab my tracing paper, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do this morning before we touch our sign with letters. So let me see. I don't know where I put my tracing paper. I'm going to have to find it. Be right back. Let's see. Over here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, friends. Hopefully I didn't lose y'all. You're interested in both. Okay, great. Oh, look at that. Yay. Okay. So, Margie, yes, I love God Nudges too. And these were all God Nudges, both of those classes and the 4th of July project. The 4th of July project's going to be $10, and then I think the classes are probably going to be $10 each. But let me just tell you, what you'll learn in these classes, super simple, but you're going to be able to use it over and over and over again and be creative over and over and over again. Like, the possibilities are endless. So, I'm super excited. I'm glad y'all want to do that, because that just, like I told you when I had Casey on last week, or when I was talking about her program, hand lettering for me is something that y'all ask for so often, and because I shake so badly, I don't feel qualified to teach that to you. But there are things that I do to get around having a trimmer, and and also lack of confidence sometimes, and so I really want to teach all that. I need a pencil, and I don't have one. Let's see if I can find one, and then I'm going to show y'all how to do this. RT Dubs, what you doing, Bubba? Oh, that's not good. That's not cool. All right, friends, I found my pencil. Sorry. Okay, so I grabbed 2 different kinds of pencils because honestly, some days I'm better with one kind than the other. But on my sign, I want it to say, all right, I want it to say some gave all, okay? I need to measure about how big my letters need to be, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to set, oh, not paint on here. Something's not dry. Good news is everything can be painted over. All right, so I'm going to set my tracing paper down, and I'm going to kind of measure and draw where I want my letters to be. So I want them to follow this curve. That's not good. And this is totally rough, okay, guys? All right, so let me show you what I did. Yes, there's some paint on here, but that's okay. All right, can y'all see those faint lines right here? All right, so that's the curve that I need the word some to follow. And I need it that size. Okay, so we took our sign, we took tracing paper, which, guys, this stuff is super cheap, and it's really easy to letter on. It's real smooth. Let me just show you. There's all different brands, but this is the one I have. And it comes with 50 sheets. I've gone through a lot, but it's super cheap. Super cheap. Okay, so I've got my template, where I want my lines to be. And do you want me to make those lines darker so that y'all can see better? Let me see. Man, I'm shaky this morning. I need to turn this around too. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. There. Yes. Okay. Did it. Yay. Okay. So, yay, look, I'm the right way now. That's awesome. All right, so I'm going to make these lines bigger, or bolder, so you can see. All right, my word some needs to go right here. Now, I've been practicing my hand lettering. It's not perfect, but it's going to have to work. So, I am going to do, and like I said, use a pencil so you can erase. Okay, so There's my word some. Now what I'm going to do is when I actually letter it, I'm going to make it look more like calligraphy by thickening some of my downstrokes. Let me show you what that's going to look like. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like when I transfer it, except for these are going to be filled in. Let's imagine this filled in. Okay, y'all see that? So now, in order to get this onto my sign, I can practice. If I didn't like the way one of these letters looked, I would erase and I would redraw it. Then I take my sign. Teresa, I have been practicing like you would not believe, like all the time. But it's something I've always wanted to do, and I don't know. This was the summer to do it. I feel like, oh, go this way. I feel like sometimes you just get that urge or that nudge and you just do it. All right, so I set it on here. I'm going to put it exactly where I want it. Then I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to, let me move my paint palette out of the way. I'm going to slide this right underneath. If you paint with me monthly and you got a package in the mail, you should have gotten a piece of this. If you did not get a piece of this, let me know and I'll send you a piece of that. But it always comes in your first package. You can use the same piece over and over again, so do not throw it away. All right, I'm going to set that right under there. I need to make sure that it covers everywhere that I want to draw. Okay, are we ready to transfer? This is so fun. So essentially, one of those classes that I'm going to teach you that would be electronically doing this, you could like reuse the word some. You can make it smaller. You could, let's say that you did welcome home or some other things, home sweet home. You could use the same home for all of those and just mix and match with the words that you've done. So essentially what I want to teach you is how to digitally hand letter with more confidence. So practicing doing it so that you can print them off and use them over and over again and combine your words. Like you only have to be able to do that word really well once and you can use it over and over again. So that's what I'm wanting to show y'all in the Procreate lettering class. And then on the other class would be using fonts to do it. So let's transfer this. I'm gonna hold it down very gently and I'm just going to trace right over all of my letters. Now where I thickened, I am tracing over that. Oh, okay, so you said you did get your package. Did you open it? Ah! Hopefully it was everything you thought it was going to be. And I can't wait for you to paint your first sign and show me. Can't wait. All right, so that, I had to hit cancel on that call and I forgot where I was. So I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to see where I was at. And I'm going to set it back down. You see how I kept my finger there in two places so it wouldn't get shifted? So let's go up here. And I don't know if y'all were, Renee, you can still get a package. Message me after this live and I will tell you how you can still get a package. Actually, there's, if you're in my messenger and you've sent me messages before, you probably got a notification that I was going live and that I had some stuff to talk about this morning. And one of the things that I said in that message was, if you're not currently on my email list, that you want to get on that email list, because I've got some stuff coming up that my email list will know first. And one of those things is you're going to only be able to join Paint Party for a limited time. We've got some really fun stuff in the works, and I've just changed it up. So with the virtual Paint Party, I've had about 2 years worth of door hangers that we've painted. And up until now, you only got access to the months you paid for, which was fine. But I started thinking about it, and I've had so many new people come in and they want to paint some of the old stuff. And so what I decided to do was, anyone who is a part of my virtual Paint Party will get access to all of my old videos, and you can either order the blanks or purchase the templates, which the templates are $5. The blanks are $22. And if you buy more than one blank, you get to combine shipping, so it makes it a little bit cheaper. So you can go back and paint some of the old stuff. So that's only for my virtual Paint Party subscribers. They get access to all of those videos. And it's as cheap as $17 a month, depending on if you want a package in the mail every month or if you just want to cut your own door hangers. So yes, Renee, we will talk. Just message me afterwards. Now I want to show y'all this. Okay. Now, friends, do y'all see this? I could have never, with pencil, just drawn on there for a couple reasons. One is, I didn't have the confidence to do it. The second one is, if I made a mistake, I can't really erase over paint without messing up my paint and having to paint over it. Okay? So, by doing this first, where am I going? I was able to figure out, uh-oh, look what I just did. Oh no. Just kidding. Okay, let me just wipe all this off. Okay, but by doing this first, I was able to measure how big that word needed to be. I was able to draw the curve and the angle that I needed to write on. I'm using water to get some of this off. You see that? So I was able to make the curve so that I knew it was going to look right once it got on there. So let's do that again, okay? Let's get a new piece of tracing paper. Let's not put it in our paint palette this time. Look what I did, guys. I'm a hot mess. I hope y'all like hanging out with me even though I'm a hot mess. Because I'm going to tell you, I own it. If there's ever been someone who was a hot mess and owned it, I'm right here. I'm right here. So let me clean this up real quick. Okay, so if you're a hot mess too, you're in good company. Just saying. All right, so we're going to do the next one. I'm trying to make sure nothing's in the way so you can see. Okay, move over here. I'm going to get a new piece of tracing paper. Not one that has paint all over it. You see that? I'm gonna say, my hot mess. Okay, so if I tried to hand letter on this tracing paper without putting it on my sign and getting that angle and that curve right, my words aren't gonna look as good. They're just not. So I wanna figure out right now, looking at my sign, it's gonna say some, and then I need to see where I want the other words to be. I think here and here. Okay, so I don't want to go past here, and I don't want to go past here. With that being said, I'm going to use this same piece of tracing paper twice. So I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to draw where I want my letter to be. Oh. See, and then like this. So essentially, friends, all I'm doing is I'm tracing that angle of the stripes that I made. Now, you see I messed up, so I'm going to erase This is the beauty of doing this on tracing paper. And I don't know if you noticed before, but when I went to letter on here, I didn't do it on top of my sign. I moved my sign out of the way because this paint will get indented if you start drawing on top of it. So I'm going to move my sign again. And this time I'm going to letter the word gave. Let me get some of this paint off of here. Oh. Hey, and if I could ask you all for a big favor, I would love it if you have friends or family who would love to be creative or you think have the potential, but they don't maybe believe in themselves. Invite them to the group. Invite them to the group and let them get some self-confidence and creative outlet. Okay, so now I'm going to do the word gave. I hate making A's. I don't know why, but I hate making A's. Okay, this is the, good morning, Annette. How are you? All right, so there's gave. Now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to make it pretty. My pencil is not sharp anymore. Thank you, Vicki. Look at that. Vicki's already inviting people. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to make this pretty now and make it look more than just cursive by thickening the downstrokes. All right, so this is kind of hard to see, but you see how that just gave that word some oomph? Okay, so now I could take this and I could go ahead and letter on my sign, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and do the word all, so then I can do them all together. Okay, so I've got this like this. I'm going to rip this paper in half, and then I'm going to set it right here. Okay, see how I did that? All right, so I've still got I've got this word on here, I've got this word on here, so I make sure they're all going to look good together. And you know what's awesome? If you were doing these to sell, you could use the same tracing paper over and over and over again and put your words on. It'd be awesome. Jessica, if you go to Kinsley'sCreativePalette.com, the button on the far left, can't remember what it says, if you click on it and down, there's a drop down, it'll say Kara's favorite products, and this is carbon paper, and I purchased it from Amazon and it's in my Amazon store, so check it out. Okay, so let me do this one. Oh, you can come here. My daughter's in here. She's been practicing hand lettering too. And she was going to show me her letters. Let me see. No, come here. She's going to be shy. So a lot of y'all call me Kinsley. I'm Kara. Kinsley is my daughter, the one that's hiding right now. She just took off. She got embarrassed. So maybe she'll come back in a little while and show us. All right, so I did some gave. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to trace my angle, so I'm going to make sure it's right. I didn't want to go past here, so I'm going to draw that off. See that? Okay, I don't want to go past right here. Now I'm going to move my left sign out of the way again, and I'm going to write the word all. Now, I hate making A's, but I'm going to be brave and do it again. I don't know why I don't like making A's. Okay. Thickening my downstrokes. Okay, so there's all. All right, guess what we're ready for? All right, we are ready for lettering on our sign. Okay, hey guys, guess what? we know exactly what our lettering is going to look like now. We don't have to worry about messing up our sign. It's all ready. Like, we know what our lettering is going to look like. So I'm going to set this on here. You can actually, at this point, if you wanted to, you could use tape and put your words together. I'm not going to worry about doing that. I'm going to just slip my paper, which had paint on it, so let me make sure I don't have paint on it anymore. I'm going to slip my paper underneath here and hold that down. I think I can get all of these words on, but in order to do that, let me put that back. I'm just going to do one word at a time. Thank you, Leanne. Okay, so I slid that under gave, and I'm just going to trace over it. What's this? Uh-oh, she's back. Is she going to show us this time? She's still going to be shy. She's still going to be shy. Oh, how pretty. Come show us. Come on. She's been practicing, guys. Look how good she's doing. This is my Kinsley. Come on, Kins. Come here. Come here. Show them. That's her K. Doesn't it look awesome? Is she doing a good job? She's been practicing. She got Procreate on her iPad too. So she has been practicing on there and on her marker board. Forget where I was at, so let me go back over these. So I'm just transferring my lettering right to my sign. If you're just joining in, thank you, Shelly. Renee, yes, isn't she doing so good? Ginger, the app is called Procreate, and I have been playing in it and having so much fun that I would love to show y'all how it can help you with your door hangers. You have to have an iPad Pro, I believe, but you may want to look into it. I said ow. Did y'all hear that? That didn't hurt. Let me pop my pen off real quick and show you. Okay, so there's an Apple Pencil. It's like $100. I found this on Amazon, and I can put it in my Amazon store so y'all can see. It was $26. It fits in the same, like I have a case that holds the pencil. It fits in there. It works really well. It's Bluetooth enabled, so you just click it on. I don't know if you can see that, but it turns the light. Whenever this is clicked on, this piece, you can use it, but you have to charge it. This part you can use anytime, so even if your battery was dead, you could still use. I use both sides. What I usually do when I'm in Procreate, I letter with this side, so like I would draw the gave with this side, and then I would fill in my downstrokes when I thicken with this side. So super fun. Okay, so I finished gave. I'm going to pick this up, move it out the way. I'm going to leave all where it was because that's where I wanted it. I'm going to pick up under here. I'm going to set my paper under. Good morning, Mackenzie. Are you enjoying summer? How many of you still have kids in school? Or maybe grandkids in school? Some of you are grandparents. Our schools have been out now for a couple weeks. Well, our school has. I don't know about the other ones in the area. We took our kids and went to Universal. They're finally tall enough that they could ride almost every ride. There was only one that one of them couldn't ride. They were devastated because of the one ride, but anyway, it happens. But it was a blast. Hey, Heather, how are you? Now, Heather, question. Do you go by Heather or Heather Ann? Because I'm Kara Ann, but I go by Kara. Her KG this session. What is KG? Kindergarten? Kiddo's last day here is June 12th. Gosh, that's late. We're halfway through summer by then. But, oh, I wanted to tell y'all something. Some fun stuff. Okay, so if you have an Aldi close, starting kindergarten this session in the fall. If you have an Aldi close, they have some of their summer fun stuff out right now. And I got a triple slip and slide. It has like this on-ramp and everything for $12.99. $12.99. Yes, in August. Awesome. Are you sad to see her go, or are you excited? Okay, let me show y'all. Now all I have to do is use my Uniposca pen, and I'm going to fill it in. So let's do that while we chat this morning. Are you making more letters? Okay, so I'm using my Uniposca. Oh, look, she's making more letters. She's not going to come over here, though. Look at that. Look at that. She's in there practicing her lettering. Okay. She's super excited. You have mixed feelings. Oh, I'm glad she's excited. My kids were very excited about starting school, and that makes it, I think, so much easier for Mom. Okay, so I'm ready to start putting my pen to my sign. So I'm just going to go over where I traced just Heather. Let's see. I can't see what all that says, so let's see if I can click see more. Oh. That's hilarious, Heather. Okay, so let's do this. This is a Uniposca pen. It's also in my Amazon shop. It is, I don't even know, it may be a true paint marker, I don't know, but it works amazing. A lot of paint markers, they tend to run out, and you have to keep priming them. This Uniposca pen, you don't have to do that. Yes, 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 Jessica, I do. Like I said, they're over in my Amazon store. It's the only place I know you can get them. This one is the one, here, let me look. I want to tell you the thickness so you make sure you get the right one. The 1.8, which is the approximate 2.5 millimeters. And I love it. Love it. It just keeps writing, so I don't have to worry about stopping and priming all the time. So it's amazing. And you can, I think, pretty much on any surface use it. So, yes, Uniposcas are the bomb diggity. I'm replacing all of my old paint markers with Uniposca. My daughter's in here making me nervous. She's watching me. Oh, here comes my son. Good morning, bud.
Good morning.
Spider-Man's in the house. Just a minute.
Mom, look.
What?
My cell phone.
You're so silly. Anybody have No, it's just practice. And honestly, these pens, like I'm trying to show y'all the way to make it easier, because I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I'm learning some new tricks, and just want to pass those on.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
Whenever me and Luther were playing on that Battle Royale island, he kept landing at this like grandfather clock.
Yeah.
And he broke and he got a sniper, and I had one too, and I just kept sniping him. He kept doing the same thing.
What?
Then he got so mad and he just left.
That's silly. Are y'all's kids into Fortnite? Your grandkids, whoever it is? Mine are, well, my son is super into Fortnite. That's what he's in here talking to me about, telling me about battles. Okay.
It seemed to be that Luther is getting mad.
Well, that's not good. You don't want your friends to get mad.
It was just a battle royale.
Did y'all have some breakfast this morning?
Wait,
Look at my hand. Y'all see that? It's all dirty.
It's all bloody.
It's not bloody, it's paint.
Turn on.
Oh, don't hit the table.
I'm not. If anything, I'm going to flip the chair.
No, I said don't hit the table. No, you have to eat some breakfast first.
I did.
What'd you have?
I had one of those bagels with the cream and cheese. Oh, well, I pickaxed Luther when he had an SMG.
Nice. Okay, well, y'all let me paint.
Okay.
I'll be back in there in a little while. We'll talk about Fortnite over lunch. Okay. So,
Wait, when supposed to do the honey baked ham?
I don't know about that today.
Tomorrow.
Maybe Friday. If y'all are good all week.
Friday's tomorrow. Okay, good.
LaDonna. I will get the flag up on my website. It's not on there right now, but I'll get it up. We'll get it up for you. If I forget, remind me, please. I've got a long to-do list today, but I will try to get it up there for you. So who's going to do the 4th of July project with me? He's going to do it. He's going to do it. And if you want to know more about either the Canva lettering, where you make these type of templates to trace onto your board, or the lettering with Procreate, if y'all want more information, shoot me a message and let me know which one you're interested in so I can make sure that I get you on that list and don't miss you whenever they start. LaDonna, you are very welcome. This is really relaxing. I want to do the 4th of July project. Yay, Renee, that makes me excited. Now, Renee, are you going to get brave and cut? This is called tracing paper. No, not tracing paper. Carbon paper, and it's in my Amazon store. So if you go to my website, there's on the left side, there's a drop down, and it will take you to my Amazon store, and my favorite carbon paper's in there. And it's cheap. It's like $7 for a huge pack. You are very welcome. What's everybody up to today? Who's watching me from work? And who's watching me thinking, I'd rather be painting? And I forgot to tell Christy, good morning. Actually, we do some now. My husband does most of all that with his laser. Let me look. Let's see. Oh, nice. You again? So you're watching me from work and you'd rather be painting. I got it. I got it. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I hear you. Do y'all know that painting live is pretty much the only time I paint anymore? Like, it's funny because you would think as a creative business owner that like all I do is sit around and paint all day, But there's so many other things like marketing and emails and blogs and websites and all of that that I don't get to spend very much time painting right now. So I love coming live and painting with y'all. And my hope is that when I come live, that you always learn something. It's not a waste of your time. Thank you. I want to see you do some painting. You do some painting? Join us in one of the upcoming projects. Now, I will tell you, sometimes when you use the carbon paper and your hand's rubbing on it, it'll get a little bit of transfer on your side. So you may have a little bit of touch up to do. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up on this side. And then I'm actually going to do my stars with my Uniposca pen, my white one. So stay tuned and we'll finish that. Well, you can paint at home. I actually, my studio's closed this summer because everybody's so busy with sports and everything that I don't have any sessions this summer. But you can paint at home in your pajamas with me. Then you can paint whenever you want. You can paint after they go to bed. You can paint when you first wake up. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm going to make sure the tip of my pen is all clean and good. Close it up. Now, going to... Thank you, Kimberly. Are you just joining us? Because I showed you how to do it this morning. I showed you how to do it on tracing paper before you put it on your sign. So, and I'm also gonna do a couple of, I think, as long as there's interest, a couple of online mini courses showing you how to make your own traceables to do for your signs. Peggy, I put my makeup on and fixed my hair just so I wouldn't scare y'all, but these are my pajamas. This is like the most super soft shirt in the world. Okay, so I'm gonna make my, move my pen out of the way. I'm gonna make my stars the old-fashioned way. Let me see, let me move this over. The whole like 5 strokes, and then I'm gonna fill them in, okay? So that's how I'm going to do my stars. I'm doing them with my Uniposca pen. Now I'm going to follow this curve. And don't forget to send me a Facebook message in my messenger and let me know if you want to do the 4th of July project, if you want to do the Canva project where I show you how to make these, and if you want to do the Procreate project. Those are 3 different mini classes that I'm going to do in the next few weeks. So let me know if you want information. They're all going to be $10 a piece. And the Procreate course or mini class and the Canva mini class, like, you'll be able to use it over and over and over and over and over again. It's going to be, especially for you ladies that make door hangers and want to sell them, or you just aren't comfortable with your writing and you want to do them for fun, give them away. Okay, I realize now that y'all can't see that. Can you? Yes, sorry. There you go. Is that better? I just realized that when you said that. There we go. Okay. So all I'm doing is my kindergarten type stars. And filling them in over and over and over again. You are very welcome, Miss Teresa. How are you doing? Are you enjoying your summer? Hey, y'all know that spot I couldn't get the red to cover? I couldn't get the white to cover the red. My Uniposca pen just covered it. I'm going to do 2 more rows. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up. And then my sign will be ready for the front door. What's on your front door right now? I have the kite on mine. I did 3 different summer signs, and so it was really hard to pick. I had one up, and then I did another one, and so I changed it out, and I did another one. Wow, Texas and Vegas. You go, girl. I took my kids out of school early, and we went to Florida before it got way crowded. Man, it was hot down there. Probably gonna be hot in Texas too, huh? And Vegas. Vegas gets really hot. It's like a dry heat. I'm not gonna lie, I was really Jessica, that's funny. Well, I'm hoping that my goal is, which, you know, best laid plans. Sometimes what's in your head doesn't always work as well. But what I'm hoping is that it'll be up and you can use it. You'll be able to take the training anytime. I knew what you meant. I knew exactly what you meant. Okay, so my stars are done. Look how pretty. I know, they're a little bit funky. I got a little bit not in order, but that's okay. We're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for handmade. Okay, I'm gonna get a smaller paintbrush, and I'm just gonna do some minor touch-ups on my sign before I call it a day. Just clean it up a little bit where I smudged. Remember to get our detailed lines or our sharp edges. We load our brush and go slow. I'm new here and totally came in. Oh, yay! Jessica, that makes me so happy. Invite your friends. I said this earlier, but it would be really awesome and make me so happy if you have friends who have the potential to be creative or want to be creative, but they don't have the confidence, or I don't know. Invite them to the group. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, you know, I'll tell y'all, there are some days where doing a creative business is hard because you don't necessarily do it for a great big profit. But when I opened my studio 2 years ago, my reasoning behind opening it was I got so excited when I learned to paint my first sign. And it was so empowering, and it gave me so much confidence. And it was also a huge stress reliever that I just wanted to give that to other people. I wanted to give you the confidence to come in, paint a sign, and have something you're proud of. Learn a new skill. And so that is my hope for my entire audience, is to try new things, learn some new skills. Thank y'all so much for sharing. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so I'm just touching up this red just because, like I said earlier, red is a transparent color. Oh, let me fix this. And so a lot of times you can see through it. I'm going to do a little bit more do a little bit more touch up. I'm going to touch up the white some. Trying not to get it on my shirt, but it doesn't always happen. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there's still a little bit of red in my brush. Wash that out again. Okay, let's see. Awesome, Jessica. I'm glad that helps. Yeah, that's the easiest way for me. Because yeah, with my parties, I tend to hand letter most of the people's signs if they need. Does the lettering printable come with each project? Is it the size needed? Annie, good question. So we did, trying to think of the last sign. We did a popsicle in May, I believe. Maybe it was in April. I can't remember. Anyway, I do a virtual paint party every month. If I letter like this, if I do one of these, some of my signs don't have lettering, like my sunflower for June doesn't have lettering. But if I do lettering like this, yes, you always get it, and it's the size you need for your sign. Jessica, that's so sweet. Okay, let me see. I think the only other thing I need to do is put some accents on here. Oh, let me go this way. Okay, so there's that. And I'm gonna take, let me get some more white. And I'm gonna get a different brush. Let's see, we'll do this one. All right. Okay, Annie, did I answer your question? Yes, anytime I use in a project, anytime I use one of these, I always give it to you. And sometimes I give you multiple if you don't want the same words. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 printables. Just coming in, may have already been asked, but what kind of brush do you use for your lettering? Megan? Yes, Megan. I did not use a brush. I used, let me show you, I used tracing paper where I wrote my letters first. Then I put carbon paper behind it, transferred it to my sign. Then I used a Uniposca pen, which these are my favorite. They're in my Amazon store. So check them out. I will put a link to my Amazon store at the top so you can see all the fun supplies. Okay, so I am just going to follow the curve of my sign, and I'm just going to do a little bit of accents. I'm not going to do a lot, just a little, to give it a little bit of, there we go. Okay, so this sign is all done. If you're just joining me, I will publish this video so that you can go back and watch. We did a lot of fun techniques. Today we learned how to letter our signs before we letter our signs. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. If you want in on the Procreate project, the Procreate class to learn to letter on your iPad and print it and then use that printout, you would use it similar to this, but it would be your own lettering. I'm going to teach that, as well as how to create these to print and use over and over again. I'm going to do 2 of those classes. They're $10 each, and I'm hoping to get them up in the next couple of weeks. If you're interested, send me a private message. And then we're also going to start a 4th of July project that is going to be similar to the kite, where you'll get the digital template and you'll cut it, which I have a video to show you how to cut. And then we'll paint it together, and that project's going to be $10 as well, and it will come with the template, which will be, if you didn't do the kite with me, you may not know what I'm talking about, but I will walk you through it. So essentially you get a printable PDF, and you get all these pages, and then we tape them together, and then we lay them on our wood and we cut it. So we're going to do that same thing, but with the 4th of July project. And it's $10. It'll be a private Facebook group, and we'll paint that sign together, we'll cut that sign together, all the things. So if you're interested in any of those classes that I'll be offering this summer, just send me a message and I'll get you on that list. I hope you'll have a great day. If you're not already one of my email subscribers, head over to Kinsley'sCreativePalette.com and sign up so that you can always get all the fun details, and there will be more details about these classes coming up. Happy summer, guys, and happy almost 4th of July. Bye. Have a great day.